So welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is day 13 of practice. So why do we turn up? So I've had the most amazing texts about why you turn up. Because your day is better, because you sleep better in the evening, because when you turn up, you move better in your day. I've been thinking more and more about why I turn up. So yesterday, Joseph went and he taught a breathing session for Keith Barry. He's the top hypnotist performer in Ireland. And Keith was doing a corporate gig. And so we waited for Joseph to do his breathing thing. And beforehand, Keith was giving this talk about, find your why, find your why. Yeah, and I thought about it, because we had been asking that question 2 days before, what's your why? And so I started tunneling down into myself, what's my why? What's my why? And it was really even more fundamental than creating community. And it was that when I move, I feel better. And I find it really hard to move without really big accountability. So I've made myself completely accountable and turn up for the last 2.5 years. And I've done yoga every single day for the last 2.5 years because of this structure that I've created. And so I've just been, just harnessing me to move. Because when I move, I feel better. I'm more of me. I'm a better version of me. And I don't have pain in my body, and I feel really well. I think more so than the pain bit, it's that Ciara, and the deep of me feels well when I move. So we're going to start on our backs today, and then we're going to move up into sun salutations and then into triangles. So come. So lying on your back, your knees are bent. And just land. Unpacking your shoulders, lengthening through the spine, connecting into your feet. And then just begin by arching your lower back and flattening your lower back down. Arching your lower back and flattening your lower back down. So as you move, connect into the sense of you in this moment. The feeling tones, the feeling of the floor, like a rolling pin, or there's a connection to the floor as we arch, as we flatten down. Nice. Begin to sway your knees from side to side. And as you do this, there is a sensation that's different than the tilting of your pelvis. For me, it's much more in my inner thighs. There's the deep psoas, which is these deep lines up through the front of my belly. I feel my sacrum rocking like what would that be like? Feels like a boat in the ocean, my sacrum, as I rock from side to side. Nice. Moving into gliders. And draw your left knee up towards the right shoulder. Come back. And draw the right knee up towards the left shoulder. Come back. And just feel. So the other day I asked, what's the potatoes of your practice? And so I got such a cool text yesterday from Linda. And it was just like this one line: I think water washing are my potatoes. I love that we have this language, this shared language of experience that's continuously evolving as we move, as we connect. So just begin to continue to rock, just deepen the squeeze of your knee upwards. Because I was up in Dublin yesterday, I drove up and down. While Joseph drove, I sat. I can feel that my back feels tighter and more restricted this morning. So this is really nice for my spine. Nice. Come all the way back to center. Push down into your feet and rolling up. Rising up along the spine. Have a squeeze of your bum and a push of your hips upwards. And then rolling all the way back down. And then rising up. And rolling down. Rising up. And rolling down. One more time. Rising up. Pause on the up. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling.
And like really connect into your toes. Feel like you're pushing evenly into the baby toe and the big toe side of your feet. Engage your thighs, maybe ever so slightly. It's like it's not even a movement, but instead of your knees falling outwards, have your knees orienting inwards a little bit. It's just a tiny movement in of your knees. Squeeze your bum and then lengthen your tailbone. So instead of just pushing your pelvis upwards, tuck your tailbone under. It's like your sacrum is moving towards the backs of your knees. Oh, and then just keep reaching up through your fingers. Nice. Lowering all the way down. Squeeze both knees up onto your chest. And just rock from side to side. Nice. Roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Feet to the floor. Just pause. Check in with your body. Yeah, so I feel a lot more movement in my body. I have a sense of my breath. I can feel the weight of me more clearly, the bones of me more clearly. I can feel the skin. Yeah, just that sense of, oh, I'm landing in, I'm settling into my body. So come all the way over into your cat pose. Push back into your downward dog. And then just walk your feet forward so that you're in a forward fold. And just hang out there for a moment. So knees are slightly bent or very bent. Elbows are crossed or your elbows are resting on your knees. And just hang forward and pause for a moment. Nice. And then just sway your bum from side to side. So it's like I bend one knee and then I bend the other knee. You can have your hands on the floor. Nice. Sway into the toes, back into the heels. So you're actually lifting your heels, lifting your toes. Bend your knees enough that this is possible. Nice. Elbows to your knees, hands to your knees. Rolling all the way up. Hands to your hips, just roll into your pelvis. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. So cool. So stand to the front of your mat. Feet are parallel. There's a little bit of a gap between your feet, just standing normally. Arms are hanging beside you. Bend your knees a little bit. So yesterday I touched a little bit on this: feet, legs, pelvis, spine, top. So it's kind of the mantra of how we stand. So push your feet into the floor. And for me to do that, I straighten my legs. So I feel like, oh, I'm pushing my feet down. My legs have straightened. Then you're going to tuck your tailbone slightly, but you're not doing, it's more like this gentle action. So you have a sense of lengthening through the front of your belly, your pelvis. And then find your spine. And for me, I feel like I'm a snake that's rising up through the deep of me. And then I draw my shoulders away from my ears and reach into my fingers. Nice. So soften everything, just stand. And then push your feet down, straighten your legs, tuck your tailbone, rise through your spine, reach into your arms. Nice. Soften. One more time. Feet, legs, pelvis, spine, arms, top of your head. Nice. So in every pose that we do in standing, we're going to find that connectivity through our bodies. So reach your arms wide, pushing down into your feet as you reach up into your fingertips. Nice. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, coming down, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, hands to your shins. Lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor. Step your right foot back. Pause. So again, here, feet, legs, pelvis, spine, arms, top of your head. So it's just a way of sending like a wave of connectivity through your body. Step back into your plank. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Nice. Bring your elbows to the floor underneath your shoulders. Push your elbows down and look way down the beach. So you're trying to look for something way down the beach. My toes are lifted, my bum is squeezing. Then bring your right hand to the floor beside you and look a bit down towards the right. It's like I'm trying to look further on the right. And then elbow to the floor. Bring your left hand to the floor and look a bit further on the left. Nice. Come back. Cool. Hands to the floor. Push back. Push back all the way into your downward dog. Have a moment in your downward dog. Have a bit of a wiggle, engaging your feet, awakening, enlivening. Nice. So drop your knees to the floor. Kung Fu Bunny. So lean over towards the left. Lift your right knee up. And then if you want to, walk your hands a little bit towards the left even, a tiny bit. And your right foot will swing forward much, much easier. Bring your hands back to center. Lift your left leg off the floor. And then step forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up. And reach your arms wide, palms come together. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. Nice, other side. Reach your arms wide, pushing down into your feet as you reach up into your fingertips. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. Lift your chest and look forward. Nice. Hands to the floor, step your left foot back. Pause. So feet, legs, pelvis, spine, arms, top of your head. And it's like I just commit to the movement that they're actually doing rather than being passive. Like we can be standing sometimes and we can be really passive. So same thing, commit to the state, like the direction, the connection, the embodiment of your pose. Nice. Step back into a plank. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Squeeze your bum, draw your toes a little bit closer. Rise and look down the beach. And I'm really kind of looking. So even turn your head slightly from side to side. And as I do that, I feel this really lovely stretch into my neck. And I'm looking down the beach and I'm just lengthening through my spine. Then I want to go a bit further. So bring your left hand to the floor. And look and keep as high as you can as you turn your head and look. How far can you look? Other side, right hand to the floor. Look, turning your head. Nice. Elbows down, push back into your cat. And just rounding your back, arching your back. Rounding your back, arching your back. We're going to travel in our cat. So walk your hands a bit further forward. Round your back, sit your bum back. And then arching your back, glide slowly forward. So we're having kind of, I always think this is like a tiger cat. It feels, or maybe, I forgot. I never realized actually, funny, I never realized a tiger and a cat are the same thing until this moment. Dun, dun, dun. So embody either your small cat or your big tiger. And just feel that sense of really rolling into your spine. So I'm rounding as I go back. And then I'm arching as I travel forward. You can bend your elbows or you don't have to. Rounding as you go back. Arching as you come forward. Other direction. Arching as you go back. Rounding as you travel forward. Arching as you go back. Rounding as you travel forward. One more time. Arching, going back. Rounding, coming forward. Nice. Push back into your downward dog. Just engage into your toes and your feet and awakening them. So we can do that thing here, feet, Legs, pelvis, spine, arms, or we can do it from the hands. Hands, arms, spine, legs. Let it feel. You can send waves of connection through your body. Knees to the floor, Kung Fu Bunny. Lean over towards the right. Bring your hands over a bit towards the right, and then swing your left foot forward. Bring both hands back to the front of your mat. Lengthen your back leg, and step forward. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. Nice. So triangles. So I have to say I love triangles. There's something about the side body and the engagement of it that's really yum. So stepping back with the left foot. My right foot is pointing towards the front of my mat. My left foot's at a 45-degree angle. So I'm going to bring my hand to my hip on the left side, and my torso is facing the left side of my mat. And then just slide down your right leg. And then come back up. And then bend your elbow, reach your right hand up toward the ceiling. Nice. Slide down your right leg. Back up. Reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. And as I do that, I can feel that I'm lifting out of the right hip as I reach upwards. Nice. Down. And this time we're going to pause. So find a place where you can hang out. You're not at your deepest place, because then you're probably not feeling much in your torso. Whereas if you're in a place where you're still suspended, connected, so it's 3/4 of your full range that you go to, pull your elbow back and then reach your arm up. So here I have a sense of my spine can still move, whereas if I'm all the way down, my spine doesn't move anymore. Okay, so 3/4 of the way down, push down into your feet, connect into your legs. So I'm pushing deeply down into my legs. I'm going to tuck my tailbone slightly, wiggle up through my spine, reach wide into my arms. Nice. Bend your right elbow. Bring your right elbow to your bent right knee. Pause there. Stay sideways and then bring your right hand down to the floor and then bring it a little bit further forward. So up onto the toes of the left foot. Hop the left foot in. I'm still sideways. Lift the left foot up off the floor. Whatever version of this you're doing is awesome. If you want, you can reach your left hand up towards the ceiling, or whichever version you're doing is amazing. Find your way. Lower your foot to the floor, slide it back, elbow to your knee, hand to your knee, rising up. Come to the other side. So turn your toes towards the left side of your mat, the back of your mat. My left foot is pointing directly towards the left. My right foot's at a 45-degree angle. I'm going to bring my right hand to my hip and slide down the left leg. And then back up again. Bend your elbow, reach your hand up. Reach out of your belly into your fingertips. Bend your elbow, sliding down. Bend your elbow, reaching up. Nice. Sliding down, 3/4 of your range. So even like go to the end of your range and then go, no, I have to reverse out and feel how there's a difference. There's an ableness at 3/4 of your range. Pull your right elbow up, extend it up. So I can feel the work that we did yesterday in my belly. So I'm actually even higher up than usual because I'm going, oh yeah, I can feel, we were working the side body yesterday and I can feel that. So I'm adapting. Push down into your feet, connect your legs, tuck your tailbone, rise through the spine, reach wide into your arms. Nice. Bend your left elbow, bend your left knee, stay sideways so you're not looking down at the floor. Bring your left hand to the floor. Reach it a little bit more so you're coming up onto the right toes. And then hop your right foot up to whatever distance feels right for you. And then your right hand up towards the ceiling maybe. Feel what's right for you. Nice. Foot to the floor. Whoop. And then come back to center, elbows to your knees. Pause there. Nice. One last movement, water whooshing, just because the lady loves water whooshing. And so I'm doing water whooshing supreme. So I'm turning my feet and I'm reaching up with my arm. You can't just reach across, but the up lengthens into my belly in a different way. And I have this glorious sense of my feet hop, and then I reach, and then they move, and then I reach, and then they move. And I'm really leaning into my elbow as I do this. There is a stronger version without your elbow. Let's really not go there yet. Nice. One more time each side. Whoosh. And whoosh. Nice. Come all the way down onto the floor. How do you do that? Landing. Water whooshing is so cool. I think I forgot it. I haven't done water whooshing. I don't know how long now we haven't done water whooshing. Just sway your knees from side to side. Breathing into your belly. Nice. And then pause. Find the way that you want to pause. So I'm going to bring the soles of my feet together, my hands on my belly for a moment. And just find your settle. You can squeeze your knees up. You can stretch your legs up. You can be in a twist. Nice. So stay there. Just pause. Pause. Breathing down into your belly, let your breath settle. So before you head off into your day, make sure your breath is slowed down completely and that you have a sense of deep rest and pause. And you allow the movement to integrate into your nervous system. So be changed by what we've done. Allow it to settle and land into the deep of you. And let that information be logged into your nervous system so that when you move during the day, you're moving from this different version of you, this more expansive, more connected, more awesomely you version of you. Nice. So tomorrow is yum. So we're going down onto the floor. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It should be wonderful. I have a few plans, yummy things that we will be doing. And so nice. Thanks for joining me. And find your why. Why do you turn up? Why? Like really work out what's the deepest motivation and why you turn up, and really honor that in yourself. And yeah, and let your practice integrate. Really let it be part of you as you walk out into your day in the next few minutes. Have a great day. Be awesome. Be you. And I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to be me until then. Okay? Bye.